made a show about Pennywise, and it's pretty interesting. Hello, everybody, welcome back to a brand new reaction to It, Welcome to Derry. I got a chance to see the first 5 episodes early, and as a massive fan of the It novel, as well as specifically the 2 It movies, and even the original one's pretty fun, but I'm a pretty big fan of what Andy Muschietti had done with those 2 It films, specifically the first one. Part 1 is amazing. I don't think it's completely scary, but I definitely really enjoy that film, specifically the way that he brought Stephen King's novel to life. And I've been interested to see this series, Welcome to Derry. I haven't had high expectations on it, but I will say that I'm surprisingly enjoying the series so far. I think it's surprisingly good. I do have some worrisomeness towards the back half of the series, especially since they only gave us the first 5 episodes, and I'm curious to see how they wrap up stuff leading into the next 3. Regardless of that, though, from what they delivered to me, I would say that the best way to describe this series is that it feels like Stranger Things meets Lovecraft Country. You have the kid aspect, which of course Stranger Things was very much heavily based on things like this, the Goonies. And then, of course, the Lovecraft Country aspect is the way that Lovecraft Country dived into so many different aspects of horror. And with Derry, Maine, there are definitely a lot of aspects to horror to play off of, specifically because you have a transformative creature, It, or specifically as many people know him as Pennywise. Don't expect too much Pennywise in the first 5 episodes. I will also say that if you're a fan of the clown, it very much touches in onto the other transformations and even the lore of the city. But basically, this is what I tweeted out after finishing this show. Welcome to Derry expands on everything you loved about Muschietti's It films, more lore, more twisted creations, and even more haunting tales from Derry. Exploring all of this, the series breathes eerie new life into King's world, even if it takes a bit to find its rhythm. That is my biggest con to the series, is that I did find the pacing of the series to be a tad bit weak, as well as some of the visual effects, which I was told were not done in the first 5 episodes. Again, we'll judge it when it actually comes out, but some of the visual effects were a little bit glaring that reminded me of some of Muschietti's other visual effects that kind of take me out of the experience. Regardless, though, I think this is a really fun series, and it expands the lore to a way that I actually think that they might dive into some of the weirder stuff from Stephen King's world, and specifically Pennywise backstory. I'm really interested with the series. I hope it ends up playing out in the end with a great finale and ending up getting us another set of seasons, because I would be interested to keep exploring Derry, Maine a little more.